Christmas pageant isn't what you call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to it. It was always the same old Christmas story and the same old carols and the same old Mary and Joseph. And that was what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
I tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everybody a chance. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them, Mary must be chosen very carefully because she was the mother of Jesus.
I know that, Helena.
Yes, and then I tell them about Joseph, how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that. Frankly,
I thought Mrs. Armstrong was a traction. How come she talking on the phone if she's a traction?
What do you think traction is?
Like when they put you to sleep?
No such luck. Grace, we need, like Beth, we need salt and pepper and napkins.
And I do explain about the wise men and the shepherds and how important they are. I tell them there are no small parts, only small actors. Oh, remind the angel choir not to look at the audience. And don't let them wear earrings. And don't let them wear clunky shoes or high heels. I just hope you don't have too many baby angels, Grace, because they'll be your biggest problem.
You will save some for the rest of us, won't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. Leroy Herdman stole my lunch again.
How can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can I stop him? Where's the chicken?
Grace, where's the chicken?
It's still in the oven.
I'll get it.
You'll have to find someone to push the baby angels on. Otherwise, they get in each other's way and they bend their wings. Bob can do that, and he can keep an eye on the shepherds. Oh, another thing about the angel choir, don't let them wear lipstick. They think just because
There's
it's
someone at my
white
door, Helen.
that
I'll
they
have to let you
have
go.
to wear lipstick, and it looks terrible.
Someone at my
tell
door,
them.
Helen. I'll talk to you later. Yes, I'm coming.
Lady, can I have some supper? I haven't had a meal in 3 days.
For heaven's sake, it's you!
I was getting lonely at the table.
Well, I guess Helen feels lonely at the hospital.
Not as long as the telephones are working.
I bet she told you no small parts, only small actors.
And getting someone to shove the baby angels on and make the shepherds shut up. Yes, she suggested your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
And Grace, don't use just anybody's baby for Jesus. Get quiet on it. Better get 2. Then, if one turns out to be fussy, you can always switch them.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She said Mrs. Armstrong was stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but think up problems, and there weren't going to be any problems. Of course, Mother didn't plan on the Herdmans. That was Charlie's fault.
Hey, Leroy, you give me back my lunch. Sure, kid. Here. You stole my dessert again. How do you know? Because it isn't here. What was it? 2 Tungies? That's right. That's what it was. Hey, Leroy, you think it's so great to steal my dessert every day. But you know what? I don't care if you steal my dessert. I'll even give you my dessert. I get all the dessert I want in Sunday school. Oh yeah? What kind of dessert? All kinds of chocolate cake and candy bars and cookies and big meals and Twinkies. We get refreshments all the time, all we want. You're a liar. And donuts and cupcakes and ice cream. And who gives it to you? The minister? Why, are you crazy? No, I think he's rich. I'm very full, huh?
What's a pageant? It's a play, like on TV. What's it about? It's about Jesus. Everything therein. And it's about Mary. Mostly it's about Mary. Who's Mary? I am. wrong thing to tell the herdmen. And sure enough, the very next week, there they were, just in time for auditions.
All right, now, come on, Charlie, you and David, come. Now, this won't take long if you all just settle down. Today, we're going to decide who will play the main roles in our Christmas pageant. But of course, everyone will have an important role to play. You know what Mrs. Armstrong always says, there are no small parts, only small actors. Isn't that what Mrs. Armstrong always says?
That's what she always said, but she never says what it means.
Don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means the short kids in the angel choir have to be in the front, or else nobody can see them.
Well, not exactly. It really means that the littlest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary. Well, actually, that's what you think, Alice. I think Jesus is more important. I still think it means that the short kids have to be in the front row.
Girls, everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Now, is everyone here? Beverly, will you just go out in the hall and see if anyone else is coming? Now, you little children will be our angels, so please remind your mothers that you'll need bed sheets. And people in the angel choir will need bed sheets too. And if any of you have old bathrobes at home, oh, now, that's her. Okay, that's all right. Just go ahead and sit down, Herdman. Thank you. Now, what happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she was sick?
She just left. All I did was I just said, hi, Beverly, and she just left.
I see. Well, will someone please remind Beverly about the rehearsals? The next 4 Wednesdays after school. Please plan to be here for everyone.
What if we get sick?
Oh, you won't get sick. And Mary and Joseph should absolutely plan to be here for every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick and it hasn't even started yet.
We don't know that Beverly got sick. Now, let's think about Mary. We all know what kind of person Mary was. She was quiet and kind and gentle, and the girl who plays Mary should try to be that kind of person. So, who would like to volunteer for that part? Yes, Imogene, did you have a question?
No, I want to be married. And Ralph over there, he wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll just make a list of volunteers, and then we'll all decide who it should be. Well, Herdman. Now, who else would like to be Joseph? Elmer, did you raise your hand?
No?
Any volunteers? Any of you shepherds? Very well. Ralph, Herdman will be our Joseph. Now, Imogene has volunteered to be Mary. I'll just write that down. What other names can I put on my list? Janet? Roberta? Alice? Don't you want to volunteer?
I don't want to.
I'll be married.
Shut up, Gladys! I'm already married! You can't be a wise man.
Well, the wise men are usually boys. I suppose they don't have to be.
I'll be a wise man. Me too. Why do you want to be a wise man?
What's a wise man?
Just raise your hand.
What's left to be?
Some angel.
I'll be that. What is it?
It's the angel of the Lord who visited the shepherds in the fields and there, Do we have some volunteers out? Yes, Polly, would you like to be a wise man?
No, I just want to say I can't be a shepherd. We're going to Philadelphia.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
I just remembered. My mom doesn't want me to be a shepherd.
Why not?
I don't know. She just said don't be a shepherd.
I'm not going to be a shepherd.
Oh, yes, you are. What is the matter with all of you?
I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys hurt my hips too hard.
Oh, Gladys isn't going to hit anybody. The angel of the Lord just visits the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Now, that's ridiculous, Elmer, and I don't want to hear another word about it. No shepherds may quit or get sick. Now, that's all for today, boys and girls. You can go. But I expect to see everyone back here on Wednesday at 6:30. Alice, why in the world didn't you raise your hand?
I don't know.
I don't know. I expected you.
Guys, cut it out. Let go. Let me go.
Don't
This is
you want to
Bradley.
be
Get my
married?
phone. This is Bradley.
Oh, come on, Alice. I don't know. I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogene would have killed me. She said, I'm going to be married in this Christmas pageant, and if you open your mouth or raise your hand, you'll wish you did it. So I said, I'm always married in the Christmas pageant. And she said, fine then. And next spring, when the pussy willows come out, I'll stick a pussy willow so far down your ear no one will reach it. And it'll sprout there, and it'll grow, and you'll spend the rest of your life with the pussy willow bush sticking out of your ear. You know she wouldn't do that. She would too. Herdmans will do anything. Just watch. They'll do something terrible and ruin this whole play. And it's your mother's fault.
Jane, Edna McCarthy, did you hear about the... Well, it must be Grace's fault somehow. How else would all 6 of them end up in the Christmas play when they ought to be in jail?
Vera, Emma Slocum here. You know, I just heard that Imogene Herdman is playing Mary in the Christmas pageant. What? Oh, 6 of them? Oh, Vera, I live next door to that outfit, and I swear I would rather live next door to the zoo. What, has Grace lost her mind?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Where was Reverend Hopkins, I'd like to know? He was what? Visiting shut-ins? Well, I'm shut in and he wasn't visiting me.
So I told Grace, why don't you just let him hand out programs at the front door? But she said we never have programs for the Christmas pageant. And I said,
You better nail down the church, hide the silver service, and take those collection plates away, or they will have it all.
What was the matter with Grace? Couldn't she have sent them away? Tell them to go home? Oh, I feel responsible. If I'd been there, this never would have happened.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me, I'm on your side. The car's over there.
Helen Armstrong is not the only woman alive who can run a Christmas pageant. I decided just to do the best I could under the circumstances. But now, I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever. And I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they raised their hands, and no one else did. And I don't care.
Good for you, Grace. The car's over there.
And you're going to help me.
Does that mean...
You have to go, Bob.